Okay, here we go. Let me just share the stream link and then I'll get started on this. Alright, almost done sharing the link here. Alright, I think we're good to go. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Okay. Having trouble finding motivation to work on this. So I thought maybe streaming would help. Also, I'm streaming the soundtrack for the first chapter of, not the first chapter, the second chapter of Deltarune, so if you haven't seen it or haven't played it or anything like that, there is music spoilers. I've also messed with the volume of the music because I'm streaming it from Spotify today instead of just directly from my PC. So if it sounds weird or the volume's bad, just let me know and I'll mess with that. I need to be able to look at this off to the side. I'm hoping to get this piece finished up today, but we will see what happens. Because I'm pretty sure all I have left to do on it is the shading, so I don't need to wait for approval at any stage anymore, just finish it up. I enjoyed doing shading the most, but it is the part that takes me the longest. Spend a lot of time on shading. I'll also put the bounce lighting for this back in later, but for now, I'm just going to focus on the one light direction, methinks. Bring that down a little further. Okay. We're getting somewhere slowly. This outline is too thick. That's a bit better. Not sure how to go about shading this hat, but I suppose I'll figure it out as I go. Maybe I should also post on Toy House that I'm streaming. Let's do that real quick. I just need to remember to take down the post once I'm done, because I always forget to do that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now back to this. Okay. Definitely getting somewhere with this piece, but it's still gonna take forever, I think. Where would the light hit the hand? Probably like here, and here, and here. Maybe a bit less here. Something like that is where it would probably hit. Cool. Okay. Like, shading on this part is going to take me quite a while, but because it's mostly clothing, that will make it quite a bit quicker. Ooh, there's a mistake in my lines. Let's fix that. Okay. I thought that part looked kind of weird. Now I know why. Okay. Again, hello those who are tuning in. I am listening to the Deltarune soundtrack. Please let me know if the audio is bad, because I had to mess with it again so that I could get it to work with Spotify. So yeah, let me know if it sounds weird or wrong or too quiet or too loud or whatever. Because this hat is rounded, I'm actually going to put a little bit of a gradient on this part. I think. We'll see how it looks and then we'll see what we think. Just a slight one here and here. Yeah, that makes it a lot more rounded. I usually wouldn't for clothing items in this style, usually wouldn't round it out, but it looks a little odd, so I might have to in some areas on the suit. We'll see, we'll see. I know I'm definitely gonna have to do another layer for shading on these buttons so I can make them slightly reflective. Hello! How's it going? I think I'm gonna put some gradients on this suit. Yeah, man, I felt that. It sure is going. Just at the ends here. Not fully, just enough to make it look slightly more clothing shaped. This is mostly fine as it is. There's one or two areas that seem a little odd. I think that's a lot better. Okay, now just for the head fluff, and then we can move on to the next shading layer. Move my second cam so that I can see what I'm doing. The top of this ear is in shadow, so let's do that too. Would the hair be a little bit at this angle? That's right. This would not be in shadow, but this would be. And the inside of the ear here would all be in shadow. Welcome to my art stream where you can hear me mumble like a madman about if something's in shadow or not. I think this entire part of the ear would be actually thinking about it. And then I can do some bounce lighting at the top of it when I move on to the next shading layer. Put a little bit of a gradient on these clothes too. Just slightly. Doesn't need to be a lot. Just to give them an indication that they're not like harsh edges, you know. That still make them look somewhat cel shaded. Okay. I don't know how long I'm gonna be streaming today. Just as long as I feel motivated, I suppose, which might be a while, it might not be very long. I was just struggling to motivate myself working on this, so I thought I'd stream, maybe help me lock in a little bit. And it does appear to be helping at least a little bit. I'm just tired today. Yeah, just struggling with motivation, really. But I know I have to do at least a certain amount every day, so... Man, listening to Toby Fox's music makes me want to make music again. I do too. It's one of the best parts about Undertale and Deltarune. There's so many songs I've added to my playlists recently because I've been watching Snapcube play Deltarune, and I've been adding a lot of the songs to my liked as I've been watching her play, and there's so many that I want to show my housemates, but I can't because I would consider them spoilers. And I think both of them are planning on playing Deltarune. So I can't share, but I really want to. Okay, I think that's the first shading layer. I think. I'm not sure if I like how the face looks from this side. Maybe I need a bit more texture there. That's better. Definitely better than it was. I might also continue this light up here because it would. I think I'm gonna gradient these a little bit as well. Because it looks odd, but it would be in light. Hold on. Same as here. Yeah, okay. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is going around all of the shaded areas and I'm adding deep shadow to directly next to where the light is coming from, and it kind of makes it look quite 3D. I found recently. Like if I go in through these areas here. I'm also going to lower the opacity on this layer because it's a bit much right now. And this area would be in deep shadow. This definitely needs fixing. Let's use a slightly different brush for this one. Yeah, this is a bit too dark. That's better. Okay, And now I'm going to go through and do a little bit of cell shading on this layer. Try and make it look a little bit more 3D with it. Tie it into the rest of the style for the piece. Some of these areas I'm going to leave a little bit messier, just because I like the way this looks texturally. Same as here. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there slowly. think the second layer is almost done as well. Okay, now I think I just need to do the backlighting for it. I'm gonna mess with the colors a little bit here. Doesn't feel like there's enough emphasis on the fact that this is backlit, so I'm gonna mess with it a little bit. That's too much. Okay, yeah, I'm satisfied with that. Now I gotta continue the ring lighting. Hold on, I've got a ping. Who pinged me? Yeah, it's Jude. Okay. Okay. Add some highlights and then start to mess with the layer modes. I should set all these to add. There we go. Lower the opacity on this one. Duplicate this one. need to make this look a little bit more 3D, and then we will take a look. Okay. Almost done, I think. I really like how this looks with the lines on top. It kind of makes it look comic booky, but at the same time I don't know if I want a highlight around the outer edges. Let's try something. Let's remove the lines just at the very edges. See how that looks. No, I think it needs to be colored line. Still not sure how I feel about that. Maybe if I around the edges. That works. And then on these like inner. Thank you. I am hoping to get it finished up now, but we will see what happens. No, I need brighter tone than that. This area looks weird. I think I just need the back fluff for this. Not so much the other fluff. Okay, and then let's do some eye highlights, highlights. Yeah. Maybe I'll make his other eye glow a bit, because I think it's supposed to be like kinda glowy. Just to add a bit of a pop of colour, you know? We'll see what they think of that. I think this needs to be a slightly different colour. That's better. I still feel like it's kind of missing something. I'm also going to add some additional highlights to the neck because I feel like it could do with more. Maybe on the muzzle too. Oh, that's not supposed to be there. Okay. I feel like he glows more than the background, which is why it looks a little odd. So let's see if we can fix that. By first of all making him, hold on. Let's put all of his stuff into one folder first. And then we can clip this and then use it to do a little bit of correction so that he blends into the background a little bit more. And then use the other one to, let's edit with the contrast on this one. Oh, that definitely helps. Okay. See, that's too bright, but we can work with this. I think the background needs to be more saturated either way. Before, after, yeah, definitely better. Definitely better. And then we can do some light, kind of like smoky looking effect here. That still feels a bit much. Darken it at the top and down there. Okay, and then let's add some additional embers down here. Okay, and now I'm going to try something new. I'm going to merge the entire drawing above everything, and then I'm going to mess with the binarization tool. So I'm going to try and just get, that looks pretty good actually, just the highlights around the character. About there. And then invert it, get rid of the white, invert it again. And then I'm going to add this to overlay, and then I'm going to really blur it all out. See how it looks. Yeah. Maybe. Maybe if I... some more there. And some slight here. I don't know if I like this added layer I've just done. Definitely makes it pop, but I don't know if that's quite what I'm looking for this one. Maybe. I think I need to mess more with the colours if I'm gonna do that. I think I need to do something more like this. But not that colour. Maybe more like this. Like this. Yeah, that's more what I want. And then gradient some of the edges out of the fur. Yeah, I think now, yeah, I think this is the right direction. And I'm gonna do another layer of corrections. Okay, I think this is good. I think I need to stop messing with it because I think it's at a good point, and if I continue to mess with it, I'll just never stop. Okay, I'm gonna send it off for approval. Okay, Okay. Now that this is in approval stages, I'm going to start working on the next thing. I've got an icon I can work on, so I will do that. Okay. Let's set up an icon. My setup for icons is kind of weird because I have to do where the darker square is what the actual final canvas will look like, but in the meantime I work on a canvas that's bigger than I need it to be, so that if I draw something like this, just as an example, I can move it, like if I start it down here, it means later I can move it up here and I don't have to draw more of the canvas because it's already pre-drawn but just off canvas for the time being. Okay, what pose do we want to do for this guy? Let's do one of these. Classic 3/4 with a slight twist. The sketch is messy, but you get the idea. No, that angle's not right. It'd be more like that. which looks kind of funky, but we move. I think the nose is off. Just a little snarl, a little snarly. Okay. Man, I'm so tired today. I don't know what's up with me. Okay. Icon. Okay. That's been sent off. Trying to think of what else I can work on. I've got a human thing I've been working on, but I don't know if I'm confident enough to work on it on stream. I might give it a go though. Oh, no need. Icon got immediately approved. Okay. I might pick a different... I'm gonna do the Deltarune First Chapter soundtrack now instead. Okay. Okie doke. Let's line this. Hello! Thank you for coming to the stream. Drawing him all scunched up. He's so scunched. His eye is not quite in the correct place. Yeah, that's better. This eye is a little too big, just a little bit. Better. Okay. Okay, there's the skull. I have to break up icons in such a weird way to make more movable. Okay, now the jaw. I've got a stray pixel. Okay. What does this look like? This one might be a manually moving one. This angle I've picked has made it a little bit difficult for me, but it's fine. Yeah, okay, it's fine. I'm gonna cut down this a little bit though. It doesn't need to be as much as it is. He looks very upset when his mouth is closed. I should try and do one of these pixels, but like without the pixel brush, just to see what it looks like. I think it could be a fun experiment. I want to try and do a bit more animating than I do. But also that's scary. So I haven't really done it yet. Even though it is something that I really would like to do. Yeah, I saw how it turned out, and I forgot to say, but I really like how it turned out. You should definitely do more animating. But I completely understand, like, finding the process scary, because I absolutely do. Because, like, with pixel animation, I find it works really well with me, because it's more based in tweening, but like, I don't know how to describe it. Like, there's a certain element of tweening, but then you replace certain parts of it as you go, so it's partially hand-drawn, partially tweened. And I really like that process of partial tweening, but complete frame by frame is scary. Yeah, I get you. I want to learn a program like Live 2D so that I can do tweening like properly, I suppose, because like what I do right now is all like self-taught tweening, and I know there's programs that like fill in the gaps way better for you than doing it like manually. if you end up remembering what it is, I'd love to know. I found an open source free one semi-recently. What is it called? Let me see if I can find it real quick. The Wick editor is what I was recommended, and I downloaded the demo, but I haven't even launched the demo yet, to be honest. I've been scared. But it is something that I would like to give a go at some point soon. Cool, thank you. Oh, bless me. I went to go and mute my mic again, but I can never get there quick enough when I'm about to sneeze. I did it last stream too. Okay. But yeah, I'd love to know if you figure it out. This looks wrong. Okay. Yeah, I mean, Clip has built-in animation function, which I really like, but it doesn't do, like, if you tween something, you have to like do each frame individually. And I'd really like a program that would work from 2 keyframes and like interpolate between. Because that's the main problem I have with tweening specifically from clip. Hello, glad to see you here. Yeah, dull tweening is what I'd like to give a go, because you can't do dull tweening in clip. Right now, at least. They're constantly adding stuff, so maybe in the future, but yeah, right now it doesn't, and I'd love to learn dull tweening. Yeah, I would rather avoid Adobe products, but you know. I think this guy is lined and colored. Please let me know if I'm missing anything or anything is off or wrong or otherwise need editing. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, if you're used to it, then you know. But I don't want to get used to it personally. If you get what I'm saying. No, I completely understand having to be used to it though. And cool. Did you have any specific ideas for the background, or should I just do whatever I feel fits? Cool. Okay. Let me see if I can find a reference to work from. What's the opposite of his colors? Blue, white, and white. Maybe something snowy. Or like foggy. Foggy forest is always a good pick. Foggy forest. Ah, that's fair. Yeah. I had the opposite happen to me where Adobe was like... I worked in Photoshop. I got fairly used to it. It's been a long time now. But they ripped me off, so... Same hat, but backwards. Yeah, I had a similar thing happen to me with Clip though. Yeah, that pissed me off. But I'm so used to using Clip, but I don't think I could go to any other program. Yeah, that's fair. I also would have cancelled from that. I think I had a cracked After Effects at one point, but I haven't used it in a long time, and I might have uninstalled it, to be honest. This was like years ago. Yeah, I get you. Not sure if I'm super fond of the colours in the background. I might mess with it a bit. Also, let me test if... Okay, yeah, so I should probably fill in the rest of the background here. Oh, cool. Okay, let me search for that very quickly. I'm gonna leave this open in a tab off to the side so I can look at it after stream. Thank you. Yeah, I get you. I might open an old animation I did and mess with it in there because it's already broken up into like the right parts for it. Oh. Like opening this up in it I think would be, oh, if it will open. There we go. This will be a fun experiment to mess with it in. Because I wasn't satisfied with the body bounce, but the rest of it bounces as well. So I think messing with it in a program would be a good idea. Because I've already got all the parts here, so might as well give it a little go. Yeah, I want to go back to it. I wasn't super fond of how it turned out. I was happy with the way parts of it looked, but definitely not the whole thing. But because it was a personal piece, I couldn't be bothered to mess with it forever. How is it 8 PM already? Yeah, I'm always scrapping ideas. I don't know if I want this to be like more foggy or not. We'll see how I feel when I've done this. No, I liked it more before. If you're happy with this for the background, I can move on to the shading. I'm glad you think so. I have to do a little test for the shading tones. Nope. Who is atting me? Ah. Makes your OC blue just because I feel like it. These feel like good tones to me.
There's a light inside your soul that's still shining in the cold with the truth, the promises.
I might change what playlist I'm listening to, but I know I'm gonna get copy struck. But I'm trying to decide if I care or not, because it's not like my streams are monetized anyway. But it might block it in some countries, so I'm trying to decide if I actually do want to do that or not. Hello, and thank you. I'm quite fond of this one right now too. Yeah, I'm gonna change what I'm listening to. Why not? I love this album so much. Sleep Token was my top artist on Spotify for like 3 years in a row, and then last year finally got dethroned, but I think he's going to be back again this year. I'm waiting for him to go on tour in the UK again, because I moved to a new city recently and it's a pretty big one. And he has definitely played here pretty much every UK tour he's done, as far as I'm aware. And one of my housemates really wants to go, so we're gonna wait and then we're gonna get tickets as soon as we can. Yeah, I don't know if he's going to be my top this year. It seems like he's likely going to be my top artist this year, but I can't say for sure. Seems pretty likely that he's going to be my top artist again, but we will see. Mm. I think mine is probably either going to be Sleep Token or a band called Northlane. Hold on, actually, let me cue. It's either going to be Northlane, Thornhill, or Sleep Token, I think, this year for me, if I had to guess. I don't know for sure until it happens, but that's what I would guess right now. But I really like this song. Yeah, I also listen to quite a variety. I tend to lean towards heavier stuff, but there's no real consistency. I tend to like doing different things at different points. Like, right now, I definitely say I'm on more of a rendered piece kick. So right now, I would say rendered piece, but if you ask me that in like 2 weeks, I'd probably say something else. I go through phases of liking doing certain things. I'm quite into painting right now, like, not lined like this, but like fully painted rendering without line art. I'm quite into that right now. But like I said, I go through phases. I would probably give you a different answer in a few days. Yeah. We're currently listening to my playlist that is like songs I would consider like my theme songs, like songs that I really love and I feel like apply to me. So there's like kind of a specific vibe for this playlist. But if we put my Spotify just on liked songs random, I have no idea what would play. Really hard to say. I like a good Spotify roulette. I'll scroll through my most recent liked and I will just read the artist name. I've got in my most recent liked songs Toby Fox, Blue Oyster Cult, Kesha, South Arcade, Joey Valence and Bray, 100 Gex, Toby Fox, South Arcade, The Deer Hunter, Toby Fox, A Tribe Called Quest, Death Grips, The ILYs, Machine Girl, Flying Lotus, Death Grips, 2 Toby Fox in a row, 3 Grandson songs in a row, Blotter, The Plot in You, Senna, Dwelling, Senna Again, Hail the Sun, Origami Button, Red Wimps, Zomb, just Chapel Roan, like, complete mix, no consistency. Here, I'm gonna cue a song I really like right now. I listen to a bit of Nine Inch Nails. I don't listen to them often. I really like Closer by Nine Inch Nails. I've got some songs from Moon liked. You know, the Hotline Miami soundtrack. I've got quite a lot of that liked. Because it goes hard. I love Death Grips. I've been really into Death Grips right now. Queens of the Stone Age. Bonesaw. Architects. Lots of Caravan Palace. Yeah. Baby No Money, more Queens of the Stone Age, Poor Stacy, Sleep Token. That was when Even in Arcadia came out. I've scrolled back pretty far, so it's just like a block of Sleep Token. Rob Zombie, Spirit Box. I've got the Dwarf Fortress soundtrack liked. I love Glass Animals too. Here, I've queued this song. Check this out. I really like this song right now. It's Kill Bill the Rapper and Hatsune Miku, which is an insane combo, but it goes so hard. I bop to this. So good. Is this an animation meme already, or just like fitting for an animation meme? It's been a long time since I was like active in animation meme community. I never really posted them, but I used to watch a hell of a lot of them. Got ya. Okay, are you happy for me to move on to animating this now? Any final edits to background or character or anything?
And growing profits for the rich, more redundancies world over with new prompts from the abyss. So now it's real and what's fabricated, paranoia's exacerbated, narratives distorted, public aggravated, dilapidated. We'll oppose it until we don't, and its role is certified. History repeats itself, somehow getting worse each time.
Cool. Okay, I'll work on animating now then. I did one animation meme and it's on my channel and it is my most liked video. I have decided I want to try and remake it, but the problem is my lines are significantly more complicated than they were back then, so figuring out how I'm going to animate it is like difficult. Also, I love this song. I love songs with lots of guitar. I would recommend checking out this band if you don't already know them. Yeah. The only way I can get myself to like finish something is either if I'm like super fixated on it or if someone has paid me to do it. Because like, I don't know, I'm motivated to work on something if it's for someone else. Like knowing that someone else paid for... Oh, hold on. Knowing someone else paid for it is like... I don't know, it keeps me motivated. Why? Oh, okay. Hold on. Sorry if I go pretty quiet during this part. This is the part that requires me to focus the most. Because I have to do a lot of counting. I am aware. Controversial opinion incoming. Nah, not really. I really enjoyed maths in school, but I don't know, like, I'm really into programming now, so I guess that makes sense. It's frustrating but rewarding, I find. I have. The problem with pursuing programming as a career is that it's very competitive, and I'm not the best at it. So it'd be a hell of a lot of time poured into something that I can't even guarantee would land me like a career. That's my problem, at least. Specifically, UX I've thought about doing, so like user experience, which kind of combines, from my understanding, like programming and design, and I really like both of those things. So I've thought about going back into like education to do that, but I don't know, it's a lot of time and it's a lot of money to like become educated in something like that, so I'm not sure. Yeah, it's anything computer related is a really competitive industry. Same with doing like concept art for games and stuff like that, which is what I was originally in uni for. It's just crazy competitive, so you know, you kind of need to be very good at what you do, and I'm not like crazy levels, so I don't know. Not something I'm considering doing at this point, like seriously. But I don't know. A passing thought is nice to think about. Oh yeah, I don't think I could do a physically demanding job, just because of like health and disability stuff. But I don't know. That's fair. Nice. I hope that you manage to find something soon that you enjoy and are passionate about. Motorcycles are cool, but I know nothing about mechanic work. Nice. think the icon's done. Yeah, it looks done to me. I work pretty quickly. I'm glad you liked how it turned out. I will work on exporting it. It'll take me a few minutes because I have to do a conversion. So just give me a minute and I'll get this sent over. Because if I export it directly as a GIF, it compresses the colors and makes it look weird. But if I export it as an APNG and then convert it to a GIF, it doesn't lose any of the... It doesn't get compressed. Okay. Okay, there you go. Oh, did Discord eat the... Sorry, let me try the... No, Discord ate it. Okay, give me a moment. I'm glad you like it. I don't know if the GIF version got ate by Discord or not, because I can't see it on my side. I will upload it to my animated pixel icon examples on Toy House, and then I'll link you directly their image, and then hopefully it won't get eaten, but we'll see. Okay, cool. Generally things work if you open it in browser, but not always. Discord's so weird like that. Like, you know how if you, like send someone an image and then that image can't be viewed in browser after like, I think it's 24, 48 hours-ish. If you copy the link of the image and then paste it back into Discord, it works again. It's really odd. just gotta check something else real quick. I might try and work on this human piece I've got going on, but I'm a little scared to work on it on stream, so we'll see. Yeah, I also use Discord as a file host, so I was really pissed off when that happened. But at least there's a way to get images back. Okay, I'll mark this as done. Finished. Yeah, no, Discord are just haters, to be honest. Okay. Let me find this character's reference. Hold on. Got so many things going on. There. I don't know how long I will work on this for because I'm scared to work on human art, but we'll see. Because I'm not confident in my human style at all. But let's try this. Try something new. I definitely fear working on human art, but I don't know, like, I won't improve and get less scared unless I actually sit and do it, which sucks, but, you know. Let me find the reference I was using for this. And then I still don't really know what I'm doing for my human style. Something I'm still figuring out. We gotta experiment, see where we end up. No, I haven't heard the new Nine Inch Nails song. What's it called? Yeah, I've got the whole, like, if I'm not working on something, I'm not productive thing going on. I got ya. I'll give it a listen later. I've got a set stream playlist going on right now. This guy doesn't really have like a full beard, it's more of like a... It's more of like stubble. So I don't really know how to get that across in the lining. I guess I'll do it in part in the colouring. I feel like his head's too small. Finish lining this part and then I'll mess with the scale. Is his head too small? Yeah. Is that scaling? Yeah, I think so. I'm also going to trim this canvas now. Have to adjust this part a little bit. Sorry for the relative silence. I'm not used to drawing people, so my focus is like kicked in. Let's move this leg also a little bit. That was a terrible selection. I am quite hungry, so I might go soon. Hmm. Getting there. I am gonna have to figure out what I intended for these folds, because some of them do not make that much sense. Pretty happy with the lines so far, though. I'm gonna add his facial hair in now, just so that I don't forget later. Because that's definitely something I would do. Almost done with the line art here. This line art didn't take me as long as I thought it would. But I know I'm gonna have to put some extra time in on the shading. This is a completely experimental piece, so I don't really know what direction I'm taking it. All I know is that I'll be doing like some basic rendering on the character, but then apart from that, it's kind of hard to say. This boot looks kind of odd, but I think it's just the angle. I think when it's shaded it'll look nice. Okay, well, how am I gonna handle the shading? Let's color this first and then figure that out later. This looks weird. And I've just figured out why. That's so much better. I might do the stripes on the pants after I've shaded too, just so that the pants like give me an indication of volume that I can follow. Because I'll probably have to edit the stripes if I do the stripes and then shade, because it probably won't quite follow the same. sure what this character's eye color is. Hold on, let me find references again. It looks like he has dark brown eyes. I also need to give him freckles. Okay, I might stop here for now with streaming. Just because I've been going a little while and I'm getting quite hungry. So, thank you for coming along to the stream. And I will catch everyone next time. Take it easy. Bye bye.